Welcome to Luck Scout Mindfulness. You have enemies? Good. It might sound counterintuitive, but having enemies is often a sign that you're doing something right. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life. You've taken a stand, voiced an opinion, or pursued a goal that others found threatening or challenging. Winston Churchill knew a thing or two about enemies. He was a man who faced immense opposition, both from within his own country and from the outside world. He stared down Nazis, for God's sake. He faced one of the most formidable and ruthless enemies in history, and he did so with unwavering resolve. But his point stands: if no one's trying to tear you down, you're probably not reaching high enough. Think about it. When you aim for greatness, you inevitably attract attention, and not all of it will be positive. Nobody hates on the mediocre. The average, the ordinary, they go unnoticed. They blend into the background, causing no ripples, stirring no emotions. Nobody throws shade at the unremarkable. It's the ones who dare to be different, who strive for excellence, who push boundaries, that draw both admiration and ire. It's the exceptional, the groundbreaking, the truly different that attract the haters. Why? Because they challenge the norm, they disrupt the comfortable status quo. Because success, real success, disrupts the status quo, it makes people uncomfortable. And that discomfort, it often manifests as hostility. People fear what they don't understand, and they resent what they can't achieve. It often manifests as hostility. So the next time you face criticism or opposition, remember this. It's a sign that you're on the right path. You're making waves, you're making a difference. And in the end, that's what truly matters. Here's the deal. Success is a two-sided coin. On one side, you've got admiration, respect, maybe even a little adoration. On the flip side, envy, resentment, and outright hatred. It's an unfortunate package deal. You see, when you're climbing the ladder, you're inherently suggesting that others are below you. And some people, they really hate that feeling. They can't stand the thought of you being ahead, of you achieving what they haven't. And that's when the claws come out. Jealousy. It's a powerful drug, and it can turn even the most mild-mannered individual into a raging monster. When someone is jealous of your success, they see your achievements as a personal affront. Your wins are their losses, your happiness is their misery. They might try to tear you down with gossip, sabotage your efforts, or just generally rain on your parade. Their goal? To drag you back down to their level, to make you feel as miserable as they are. But here's the thing, you can't let them. History is littered with examples of brilliant minds who faced fierce opposition. Abraham Lincoln, the man who held their nation together during its darkest hour, was hated by many. His journey was fraught with challenges and adversities that would have broken a lesser man. Yet Lincoln's resolve was unshakable. He was a beacon of hope in a time of despair, a leader who dared to dream of a united nation when division seemed insurmountable. He was called a tyrant, a dictator, even a monkey. The vitriol he faced was not just from his political adversaries, but from the very people he sought to serve. Newspapers of the time were filled with scathing critiques, and public opinion was sharply divided. But did he let that stop him from pursuing what he believed in? Hell no. Lincoln's vision for America was one of unity and equality, and he was willing to pay any price to see it realized. His Emancipation Proclamation was a bold move that changed the course of history, despite the fierce backlash it generated. J. Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb, faced intense scrutiny and criticism for his work. His contributions to science were monumental, yet they came with a heavy burden. Oppenheimer's role in the Manhattan Project placed him at the center of one of the most controversial scientific endeavors in history. The creation of the atomic bomb was a double-edged sword, a marvel of human ingenuity that also unleashed unprecedented destructive power. He was accused of being a traitor, a communist, a danger to humanity. The Red Scare and McCarthyism cast long shadows over his career, leading to intense investigations and public denouncements. But did he let the hate derail his scientific pursuits? Nope. Oppenheimer remained steadfast in his commitment to advancing human knowledge, even as he grappled with the moral implications of his work. He understood that the pursuit of truth and progress often involves navigating treacherous waters. He understood that progress often comes at a price, and sometimes that price is the disapproval of others. Both Lincoln and Oppenheimer exemplify the courage it takes to stand firm in the face of overwhelming opposition. Their stories remind us that true visionaries are often misunderstood and maligned, yet their contributions can shape the course of history. The price of vision is high, but the rewards, though sometimes delayed, are immeasurable. They teach us that the path to greatness is rarely smooth, but it is always worth treading. It's not just historical figures who face this. Look at Google. They're one of the most successful companies on the planet, but they've got a whole army of competitors gunning for them. Why? Because success breeds competition. It inspires others to try to knock you off your pedestal. But here's the thing about Google. They don't waste time worrying about their rivals. They're too busy innovating, improving and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. They understand that the best way to silence your critics is to keep winning. Look, let's be real. Having enemies isn't exactly fun. It's not something you should actively seek out. But it's also not something to be feared or ashamed of. In fact, in a weird way, it can be a badge of honor. It means you're doing something right. It means you're shaking things up, challenging the status quo and making a real impact. And that, my friends, is something to be proud of. So, how do you deal with enemies? Simple, you don't. You ignore them. You treat them with the same level of importance you'd give a gnat buzzing around your head. Because in the grand scheme of things, that's all they are. Annoying distractions. Don't waste your time and energy trying to win them over, reason with them, or, God forbid, retaliate. It's pointless. Their negativity says more about them than it ever could about you. The world is full of noise, negativity, criticism, doubt. It's everywhere you turn, from the media to social media, from the stands to the streets. This noise can be overwhelming, making you question your abilities and your worth. It's like a constant barrage of negativity aimed directly at your soul. But here's the secret: you don't have to let it in. You can build a mental fortress, a shield that protects you from the harmful effects of this noise. You have the power to tune it out. Imagine putting on a pair of noise-cancelling headphones, blocking out the chaos and focusing only on what truly matters. This is your mind's ability to filter out the unnecessary and focus on the essential. You get to choose what you allow to affect you. It's a conscious decision, a daily practice. By meditating, practicing mindfulness, or simply taking a moment to breathe, you can center yourself and regain control over your thoughts and emotions. You get to decide what voices you listen to, so choose wisely. Listen to those who uplift you, who believe in you, and who encourage you to be your best self. These are the voices that matter, the ones that will help you grow and succeed. Surround yourself with positive influences, people who support your dreams and celebrate your successes. These are your allies, your cheerleaders, the ones who will stand by you through thick and thin, people who support your dreams and celebrate your successes. They are the ones who will lift you up when you're down, who will remind you of your worth and potential. And as for the haters, let them be. Their negativity is a reflection of their own insecurities, not a measure of your abilities. Let their words wash over you like water off a duck's back. Remember, you are in control of your own narrative. You have the power to define your own story, to write your own script. So tune out the noise, focus on your goals, and keep moving forward with confidence and determination. Now, I'm not saying you should completely ignore your critics. Sometimes they can offer valuable insights or point out blind spots you might have missed. But there's a difference between constructive criticism and outright hate. Learn to distinguish between the two. Take the useful bits and discard the rest. And if someone is just trying to bring you down, use their negativity as fuel. Let it motivate you to work harder, achieve more, and prove them wrong. Here's the truth. The more successful you become, the bigger the target on your back. The higher you climb, the farther you have to fall. That's just the nature of the game. But don't let that scare you. Embrace it. Wear that target with pride. It means you're doing something right, that you're living a life that others envy. And that's a pretty damn good feeling. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. Gandhi, another dude who knew a thing or two about enemies, understood this perfectly. The path to success is rarely smooth. You're going to encounter obstacles, setbacks, and yes, even enemies along the way, but it's how you respond to those challenges that defines you. So keep your head down, focus on your goals, and remember that the only way to truly fail is to let the haters win. Please like the video and share it with others. Thank you for watching.